We don't know what to do with our lives, and it's okay. And I'm pretty damn sure that a lot of you don't know what to do with your lives either.
I don't know what to do with my life for the last 20 years. And now I went to a degree, I finally finished the degree. And why am I supposed to know what to do with my life now? And why do we have actually to know what to do with our lives the moment we die? We have so many options. We have social media, we have this whole bundle of options. Why do we need to say, this is the thing I want to do now, starting now, and taking it until the moment I die? I don't think that's the way things should be.
I 100% agree. I think actually that one of the biggest problems is that we don't spend the time to introspect. I realized that I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life because I was being forced to choose something by others, usually parents, friends, whatnot. But if you really take the time to introspect, to see what you really like, then you might find out we have a passion for a lot of things, and thus we don't know what to do with our lives. When in reality, we just want to try everything. Time is limited, experiences are unlimited, and why should you just confine to the system because you have to, because someone tells you to?
If I want a safe option, then of course I'm gonna find a job, I'm gonna find an internship, I'm gonna find something that doesn't truly fulfill me, but gives me this stability in the long run. But then I'm never gonna know who I am, where I want to do, what actually makes my eyes spark. I like just so many things that I cannot say that, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And that's all. Because I know that I'm not going to be fulfilled. How many people do you talk to that you ask them, so how about your job? And then they tell you. Yeah. They're like, yeah, so I work from 9 to 5 and then I have money so I can actually do what I like. That's not a life I want. I feel like you need to be doing something that you like.
Yeah.
In your life, not just get money to then go do what fulfills you.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should work.
I think that it's definitely scarier to take the road where you don't have safety. So, it's easy to go to school, get a degree, get a job. It's easy because everybody else does it. So you know for a sure way, I mean, sure, you might have troubles along the way, but you know that that formula works. But you don't know that if after you're done with your degree, I want to go travel the world and I want to do this and I want to study that, and you don't know if that formula works. But there's only one way to find out for you to prove it. She is an incredibly bright person, but also actually crazy because she just decided, okay, you know what, I'm going to pack my bags and I'm going to go travel around Europe in a minimalist lifestyle. I personally haven't gotten to that stage yet. I want to, but I still haven't had the balls to say, you know what, I'm going to do it now. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. The one thing I would recommend to start off is, if you're on the same boat, and after you've asked yourself and you've realized the why you want to do this, most importantly, regardless of if you feel tied down by family or friends, try to find a nucleus that gives you the ability to believe in yourself, to believe in your choices, to believe in your abilities that you want to travel. It's okay. I'd rather do that than close my eyes, open my eyes, and I'm 80 and say, fuck, I didn't do shit. I'd rather say, you know what, at least I tried. I failed, but I tried.
In the end, we just need to be insightful and just think to ourselves, so why am I putting this pressure on myself that I need to go and find a job right now? Is it because of me? Is it because that's what I want? Or is it because everyone around me think that they are going to put these little tools on you, so because they want to transform you according to their own values? I think that's what we need to see. And also, why is a person that is in a stable job, has this amount of money to spend, why is this person more successful in the end than someone who is just traveling? I'm meeting the brightest people, which are people following their interests and just capitalizing on what they are actually good at, and they are so happy. And also, if in the end goal of life, you say it's being happy, then if these people are already happy, why are you the one telling them that they should be doing something different because that's your own definition of success? Just think to yourself, just experience the world, just understand what you like, what you want to do right now. I really believe in manifestation and that opportunities are going to come and that the roads are going to open. So you just need to be believing and doing something, not just being lazy, of course.
Yeah.
Be the master of your own life.
I've also had issues. I've gone through a depression and everything, and I lost myself, so I had to find myself. And I passed this point where I was like, I don't know what to do with my life now, so I'm going to do everything. And that was wrong because I didn't have an end goal in mind. I knew that I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I went about it the wrong way because I was like, I could die tomorrow, so I'm going to do everything I can. That is not the best mentality. That is an incorrect mentality because you're not going to be doing it to properly enjoy. You're going to be doing it in a race against time, and every time you're going to lose. So I think that it's important that you focus on why is it that you truly feel the way you do, understand yourself, and then sky's the limit. If you want to go to China and meditate for a month, go do it. If you want to go to the Amazon and drink ayahuasca tea, go do it. But actually, I'm not condoning anything. Yeah, everybody does whatever they want. It's really up to you. As long as you're doing it in good conscience, get yourself friends who understand you, people who support you.
I'm crying. I'm crying.
And know that no matter what you've been through, no matter who or what you have lost, you're not alone. And for all those of you that do know what you want to do with your lives, perfect. You guys, I mean, I'm in shock. I'm jealous. I wish I did. But maybe also, just for food of thought, think if what you're doing is really what you want to be doing.
And still go have experience because we never know what the world has to offer us. So we might think we're very certain to be in a certain path, and then we go and we click and we figure out that maybe we want something else, or we also want something else because the world's amazing and people you meet and everything. So yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get how you can decide to just like live your life in the system. I don't. I mean,
the system is comfortable. That's a whole different topic.
For me,
the system
nuts.
It's so comfortable. When I was in school this year, I was thinking, yeah, like this is not what I want to be doing. I'm not gonna drop off because this is fun. But you know what you are doing because that's what they tell you to do. So you have these external motivations to succeed in school, even if that's not what you do. Because one of the things that treats me the most is that I'm doing my own schedule. So I'm working, I'm doing volunteer, I'm doing my studies, I'm meeting people, and everything is so uncertain. And it's so easy to procrastinate when you don't have a clear plan.
Yeah.
So it's harder, but the harder also makes them more interesting.
I just say that all of us know that like the person you are now is not the person you were 5 years ago. This is
impermanence
principle. So in 10 years, you're also not going to be the same person as right now. So as Mariana said, it's definitely super important to always keep exploring. And if not for anybody else, do it for yourself. I think you owe yourself that much because in this life, there is nobody more important than yourself. And that is regardless of whether you believe in spirituality or whatnot.
Just to finish that, we are not saying that everything you're doing is wrong, that you don't know what you're doing with your life, but just think about it. Just introspect, just put everything in a paper, just so that you can see what you are doing and you can analyze it and see, okay, is what I'm doing what I actually want to be doing, or is it because someone else is telling me that this is what I should be doing? Just reflect.
I'm going to leave you guys with a small quote that my mom once told me. A fun story, really quick. I was trying to get a summer job, right? And she turns to me and she goes, okay, so have you done it? Have you found all this, have you filed these applications and everything? And I was like, yeah, of course I have. I was 14, 15. My idea of having done everything was look at available jobs that was easy to get into and send them an email and say thank you. So no, I hadn't done any of it. And my mom turns to me and she says, honestly, if you didn't do it, it's because you didn't want it badly enough. And I think that is super important to reflect because all of you, many of you will have the doubts of crap, but I can't do it because of this, because I can do it. And they are legitimate concerns. They are. I'm not saying they're not. But if you really think about it, more often than not, there are better ways to think outside the box and really have that ability to, if you want to explore, go explore. Because if you really, really want it, there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting it.
That's beautiful. You're beautiful. Okay, so you don't have this mom, but you have one sense of the thing about it. And thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel.